All right, gang, we've done a really good job on the conference so far. We've got an excellent program. We've got 3 really good signature social events. And thanks to you, Ron, we've got a lot of sponsorship dollars. There's just one more thing that we need to kick off this conference really well.
Oh, Malcolm, I don't understand. Everybody's been working full out for a year and a half. We've covered every eventuality in our 5,267 committee meetings. I don't understand. What could we have possibly missed?
Leon, what we need is a really good kick-ass video just to set the tone for the whole conference, something that sets the stage, something that shows the delegates that we really are state-of-the-art, that Saskatchewan's a happening kind of place.
But I didn't raise any sponsorship dollars for that, Malcolm. You know how tight our budget is. Where are we going to get the money for that?
Money shmoney. You can look after that, Ron. I'm confident you can. But it doesn't have to be expensive. We can do this on the cheap. You know, cheap but elegant. That's my motto.
I think you just want to give some work to your 15-year-old nephew. But fair enough. What's going to be in this movie?
Well, for starters, I think we need to explain the conference theme, State of the Art.
Why did we choose State of the Art? We had all of these other great themes like Flat Out Play PR, Great Plains Communications, Spin to Win, The Plains Truth, and Not Your Father's PR, Sagebrush Summit in Saskatchewan. And Lost, the final episode. What the hell really happened?
And what about those names of the built on past conference names like Fast, Super Fast Forward, Charting the Canola Seas of Change, and On the Edge, the sequel?
Yeah, if we'd have chosen any of those, we'd have gone right over the edge with our national colleagues. Let's face it, we really chose State of the Art because it was the one theme suggested that didn't get any violent reactions. So now we've got to explain what it means.
Malcolm, what does it mean?
Darned if I know, but I'm sure we can come up with something weighty and thoughtful and not too pretentious, or portentous for that matter.
State of the Art. It's a communications conclave like no other. For 3 days, businesses, governments, and organizations across the country will pause in rapt anticipation as their top communicators gather in Regina to blog and Twitter, to collect media relations ratings points, to have exciting debates on the intricacies of the race formula, and to worship at the shrine of Grunig's two-way symmetrical communications model. A conference shaped by waving wheat fields and a land of living skies, State of the Art promises to redefine the public relations profession, provide new cross-generational value streams to boomers and millennials alike, populate the C-suite with engaged relationship managers and radical new ideas, and stretch the very boundaries of the space-time continuum relative to the Canadian landscape.
Okay, I think we're going to have to dial down the portentousness on that one just a little bit. I think we've got something we can work with.
Fine, Malcolm. So what's next?
Well, then we've got to sell our colleagues on Saskatchewan, on Regina. We've got to convince them they've made the right decision to come here.
Yeah, Saskatchewan's a tough sell. You know the stuff people say, it's boring, there's nothing to do, there's no oxygen bars here. You can sit on your front porch and watch your dog run away for 3 days.
So our province is really Canada's best kept secret, but we've got wisdom and pizzazz that can change all that. And not to mention the learnings of 2 of Saskatchewan's greatest homegrown philosophers.
Want me to fill it up?
Sure.
You know, I've never driven across Saskatchewan before.
Well, you still haven't, really. About halfway to go yet.
Sure is flat.
How do you mean?
Yeah, flat, nothing to see.
What do you mean, like topographically? Hey, Hank, this guy says Saskatchewan is flat.
How do you mean?
Topographically, I guess. Says there's nothing to see.
There's lots to see. There's nothing to block your view.
There's lots to see, nothing to block your view. Like the mountains back there. They're, well, what the hell? I could have sworn there was a big mountain range back there, jutting up into the sky, all purple and majestic. Must be thinking of a postcard I saw or something. Man, this is kind of flat. Thanks for pointing that out.
You guys always this sarcastic?
Nothing else to do.
Hey guys, that's good, but I think we could do with something just a little bit stronger to sell Saskatchewan.
Like what?
Yeah, Malcolm, like what?
Like this.
Yes! That's more like it. That really does take my breath away.
Yeah, and from there we can go on and talk about our 100,000 lakes, not to mention our 373,000 individual different species of gophers and our 6 casinos.
And the Great Athabasca Sand Dunes in the Cypress Hills and Wanuskewin.
And don't forget Canada's first naval battle that happened right here in Saskatchewan.
Well, I'll trust you to bring that up, Malcolm. But yes, we should talk a little bit about our rich history and our heritage, our great fishing and our whitewater rafting, our long association with the Mounties, and our collective passion, our obsession with Canada. No, the world's greatest football team.
Go Riders. Guys, this is going to be great. We're going to have the greatest conference ever.
Absolutely. We do great things here in Saskatchewan and we do them well. And we've got a whole track record of the world's biggest stuff that we can draw on. As a matter of fact, why don't we use some of that world's biggest stuff as part of our conference promotion?
Wow, Malcolm, I love it when a plan comes together.
So do I, Ron. Now we just need a conference video.
All right, let's get to it. This committee's job is to decide what sort of world's biggest thing to build. Brent, any suggestions? This was your idea.
Well,
Whoa, hey, point of order.
What? Oh, yeah, this was Hank's idea, actually. How about a hand for Hank, everybody? All right, well, I was just going to say that I think we should build something that's symbolic of Dog River,
How about a big dog standing in a river?
and yet something less obvious than that.
You know what, Brent? Let me, okay? All right, everybody. Finish this sentence. Welcome to Dog River, home of the world's biggest...
Well, we got that far an hour ago.
World's biggest gopher.
No, Stumpwood already has the world's biggest gopher.
How big is it?
I don't know exactly, but its head's made out of a Volkswagen.
That's a big gopher.
World's second biggest gopher.
That's good.
No, you guys, it can't be the world's second biggest something. It's like the greatest show on Earth. Nobody's heard of the second greatest show on Earth.
Quincy.
I have a suggestion.
Oh. Flora recognizes my grandma.
Dog River has always been a farming community. I think that we should build something that would show how proud we are of our agricultural heritage.
There you go, now we're cooking.
My suggestion is we should build a hoe.
World's biggest hoe?
They do attract people. And they certainly generate revenue.
It could be coming up out of the earth, covered with topsoil.
Now it's a big dirty hoe.
Okay, you know what? Hold up just a second. Hang on. I don't know if this hoe thing is such a great idea. How about a big shovel?
That's almost the same thing.
Jeez, Brent. First you try to steal my idea, now you're taking hers.
Yeah, Brent. Why don't you look Fitzy's grandma in the eye and give her one good reason why this town can't build a great big dirty hoe?
All right. Well, you see, it's just that, if... No reason, ma'am.
Now I say we bolt some sheet metal onto an old telephone pole.
No, the wood's too dry, it'll crack.
Crack hoe. This really entertains you, doesn't it?
You have no idea.